Yo guys, Coba here, and before I get into this video, before I talk about the battle itself and stuff like that, I wanted to tell you guys that I really appreciate the support that I've been getting. I'm not sick anymore, so yay for that. But in the meanwhile, I got to 70 subs, which I'm so grateful for, and I wanted to thank you guys so much for it. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. So today I'm facing Nick and the Amsterdam Absols, if I do recall correctly. He has the Megalopony team, which I talked about in the team builder, which went up the day prior to this, so you can check that out. The mons that I'm predicting him to bring are probably Megalopony, something like Melodic Arcanine, Shaman, Nidoking, and probably Registeel. Maybe he brought a mon like Fracture or Swell to surprise me, but yeah, that's actually, well, he might have brought Mew, like with Will-O-Wisp and T-Wave, stuff like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's challenge this guy. I'm on another server just because. Okay, I do hope that, yeah, it worked. Okay, finally. There were some technical difficulties, but it's okay now. And okay, he does bring Thundurus. Gotta be honest, I didn't really expect this guy to bring Thundurus, but okay, that's a big threat. It's annoying, but still, okay. This should be fine. I'm just gonna lead off predicting the Sylvia, or predicting him to lead with either the Megalopony to get up his Mega, or Registeel to get rocks up. But I don't feel like Registeel is his optimal lead at this point. But so I'm gonna predict him to lead with the Megalopony, like I said. Maybe get off the Fake Out, get off that Mega Evolution. Yeah, I think that is the best play, and just leading Sylveon, as he does lead with the Lopunny. He should fear me to Hyper Voice and stuff like that, so I think he's gonna switch out into his Registeel. In that case, I don't really have a reason to stay in, so I actually want to go into my Infernape. Why Infernape? Because I have I have Lumberry for the T-Wave. So yeah, okay. He does do that, which is nice, of course. I mean, he should still, he should keep switching. Well, that's what I would do in his situation. I think he's gonna bring out his Arcanine. The reason for that is that Arcanine can slurp up a Flare Blitz. Yeah, okay, nice. Okay, he's Flash Fire, he's not Intimidate. Okay, I'm going for the U-turn, just because of the fact that it maybe let him think that I'm Scarfed, or maybe some. Well, yeah, I don't really care if he knows that I'm Scarfed, so that's my best play. And he goes into Thundurus. Okay, nice chip damage on that. Just switching into my Cryogonal, and I actually think, because of the fact that I'm switching so much right now, I think he's gonna predict him to switch into like Registeel or Arcanine, and that's why I think. Well, me, I still think that Registeel is too big of a problem to my team to just sack right here, so I'm going into Landorus, predicting his Arcanine. Nice, okay. Yeah, I'm staying in and going for the Earth Power, I think. I think that is my best play. Because it'll do a good chunk anyway, if you want to stay in. Yeah, that should be a solid play. Okay, he gets off an E-speed. And okay, nice. And I knock it out. And it's safe for him to bring out his Thunderous right here. So at least I got rid of that Arcanine. Well, I have to switch right now. Because of the fact that if I don't, he can pretty much get a free hit off on me. So I don't think a HPI is coming out. I think he's gonna predict me to switch out. So I'm actually staying into Earth Power. Just because of the fact that if he's locked in, if he specs, yeah, okay. That actually might be specs. That might be specs. I'm actually staying in, going for the Earth Power once again, just because of the fact that I don't want him to, because I think he's gonna T-Bolt. Yeah, he keeps T-Bolting. So I think now he's going for the HPIs. So now I'm switching out. That's how we play. That's how we play around here. And well, he should switch into Registeel right now. He should. Keyword should. So I actually want to go into Landorus, predicting him to go into Registeel and going for the U-turn once again, predicting a Thunderous switch in. So I'm U-turning, predicting him to go into Thunderous once again. Yeah, nice, okay. It seems all good to me right now. I'm just going into my Cryogonal. I think now he's staying in. He's staying in. Yeah, I do think he's gonna stay in right now. Yeah, he does. Okay, nice. And that Thunderous is gone. Oh, that feels so good. Because now he struggles so much versus the Gyarados. Now he struggles so much. And Registeel does come out. He gets free rocks pretty much right here. I think he does get free rocks. Maybe SD pass to Infernape is a fun idea. But I think I still don't break my Logic at this point, so not gonna do that. I think straight into Infernape is my best play. Just predicting him. He might go for the rocks, but yeah, okay. He should switch out into his Milotic right here. So I wanted to go into Celebi. Even if he doesn't, Registeel cannot kill me. A T-Wave I get rid of after the natural cure. So no, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So I want to SD up. Because I mean I don't really have a reason not to SD up. The real question is, he should go into Registeel right now. Yeah, okay. And I'm just baton passing out into a Mon. What is he gonna do? I mean, T-Wave shouldn't be a split because I can still baton pass out afterwards. I can set up an SD on this guy, so I think he has to go for the offensive move, even though it might not do a lot. So what Mon to go into? I think Gyarados is actually a fine play. Why not? Okay. And I'm just going for the... I mean... He cannot risk me being sub DD because sub DD also destroys his team. I wanted to bring some DD this week, but I ended up not doing it. Yeah, I mean, this is not a counter. This crunch is gonna do a lot of damage. And even he might have Dragon Tail, but otherwise he's not phasing me out. He's not getting rid of my boost. Yeah, okay. I think I sweep. I think I win. I think I win because outspeed after the... Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. But I don't want to switch out. I don't want to get rid of my boost right now. Wait. Why GG? Why GG? You can see right now, but he typed GG in the chat. Oh, it doesn't. Wait. Why didn't he have Fake Out? Fake Out was so nice for my team. He might have needed the coverage. I think he might have needed the coverage. It can be the case that he was... Well, he might have like returned high jump kick, fire punch, ice punch. And it's nice to bluff the Fake Out. But he loses the game. Unless that Nidoking is scarfed. But if this is scarf, why did he sack low bunny then? And he is. But okay, yeah, okay. I still win. I still win. Oh, 6-0. I think it's 6-0. I think it actually is. I might have just 6-0'd the guy. Okay, I mean... I think it's GG because EQ should kill. And it does. Holy cow. I actually 6-0'd. I actually 6-0'd. Oh my god. I still cannot believe this. Wait, I'm just typing it right now. Yeah. Okay, I mean that's the game. I want to hop right into team analysis, how I prep for this week and stuff like that. I gotta admit, I think Cryogonal wasn't the best response to Thunderous that I could have brought. He might have had like superpower or focus blast even and could have done a lot of damage. So having Cryogonal on the team didn't really grant me anything. So it wasn't my optimal mon to bring. Second of all, Selby was great. It was a great pivot. Knowing that if he T-waved, I could have got rid of it. I could have gone into Infernape, but still I couldn't take the risk. But seeing that Nidoking being Scarf, for example, it was quite nice to actually pull that as the pass off to Gyarados, which, I mean, Gyarados proving once again that this is such an underrated mega in draft-based league format. Infernape, I mean, was nice to have in the back, knowing that you have a free T-Wave switch in, so it was nice. Didn't get to put in a lot of work, but it was still nice to pressure out like mons like Registeel or having the Mach Punch for Mega Lopunny. It was nice. Landorus, I've gotta admit, I loved Landorus this week. Bringing Scarf Landorus, having the U-turn initiative, having like nice, powerful Earth Power. It feels like priority, but it isn't priority. But a nice, fast, offensive mon with a Scarf. I gotta admit, it did put in work. Nice Scarf, nice special present, nice fast, offensive mon. Nice to have it this week. The last mon, Sylveon. I'm sorry, Sylveon. Throw candy, shout out to you, but you couldn't really pull off anything this week. But it was nice to know that even if Megalopony had fake out, so he might have been able to kill me, knowing that Sylveon was always there in the back. I could have doubled out into mons like Landorus, which were still in the back. But yeah, I think that is all I gotta say. I mean, a 6-0, it does feel really good right now. I do feel bad for my opponent because the 6-0 is pretty hard to recover from. I think at this point he's eliminated from playoffs. And I want to talk to you guys about this because after this, I know that I'm in the finale. I made the playoffs and the playoffs are only the finale, and I know I hit it. So this is so freaking awesome, knowing I'm at least top 2 in this league. I can just chill in next week's battle, but yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Shoutouts to the We Live in server right now. Shoutouts to everybody that believed in me this league. Shoutouts to all the haters, of course. And shoutouts to Mega Gyarados, Wishy Washy, pulling through. And yeah, I mean, Charlotte Rhyhornets playoffs sounds pretty good. So once again, thank you for watching this video. New video should be coming out either tomorrow or the day after that. Yeah, peace.